Hey everyone, it's me, Revoltage Coon.
S. Rico.
African American.
Swayze, Italy. And today I'm doing this video with a couple of my battle buddies who are here at Fort Lee, Virginia with me.
Hey,
this is about AIT for a 92 Alpha, will most likely be for anyone who is joining up. I'm doing this video because before I left, I searched around online for videos about what AIT was like, and I didn't really find anything that made me feel like I knew anything more than when I started. We are now 3 to 4 weeks into the cycle. We've taken our PT test for most of us. We've taken all of Bravo block, which is supposedly the hardest block of all the tests we are supposed to do. And we've gotten some of our gear for our FTX, which is field training exercise. So first I'd like to talk about packing for 92 Alpha AIT. And so this is basically our listing of what we would suggest to pack, and also what we suggest not to pack, how to pack things. So my first suggestion is, so I was told by my unit to bring only white t-shirts. Do not bring only white t-shirts because you will not be allowed to wear them. At all.
I would suggest bringing a tablet, a laptop, or something. You will be able to use it, but you will not have your phones for the first 4 weeks.
Wrap it up in clothing when you have it packed, just in case. Say, if you have it in your duffel bag, wrap it up in clothing because occasionally they do drop them.
I'll bring a separate bag for it. That's the best thing I can.
But they won't take it. So
Bring your own pillow.
yeah, the pillows here kind of suck. The blankets here are scratchy.
The pillows are like as thin as a shirt.
And so basically, yeah. As for personal hygiene, bring it all. You're going to be able to use it all. It doesn't really matter. We're all ugly when we start. We're all ugly when we finish.
If you keep your phone, keep it hidden really well. They won't really check for that stuff, but people do keep their phones. Just keep it real hidden. And they're snitches, so do not tell anybody.
No. And don't use it in the classroom.
Don't ever bring it.
Because you will get caught. I'm not kidding.
Wrong. You won't get caught if you're a savage like me.
just do your best not to get caught.
Another thing that I wanted to add on to that is when you're taking your test, okay, do yourself a favor and don't freak out, okay? The teachers like to make it seem like it's everything. It is important for you to pass the test, but it's really more important for you to stay calm while you're taking the test. A lot of people get anxiety. I get anxiety when I take tests, and it gets pretty pressuring, but you know, the best thing to do is just remain calm, read things carefully, and they're very easy if you really just take time to look at the stuff.
They say,
Let me say something.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
My name is PFC Harlan, aka SK,
Who?
but we ain't gonna talk about the SK part. Look, being here, you know, golf company, it's a piece of junk. It's a lot of good parts. You get good family, yeah. You get good friends, yeah. And at the same time,
You get that one gay dude. What?
I forgot about you, my bad, bro. At the same time, you get a lot of annoying instructors, but the number one thing you gotta remember with these instructors, especially, sorry, I ain't gonna say his name.
Good.
Yeah,
Just
but
Sergio Alamo.
sorry, Fernandez. My bad. I called.
All right, let's keep it professional.
Yeah,
military bearings.
We're gonna keep it professional. The thing is that the one thing you gotta know when dealing with them is that they only doing their job. They're gonna be a drill sergeant or an instructor or your NCOIC. At the end of the day, they're gonna do that. But at the end of the day, they just want to see you succeed. They're gonna try their best to help you succeed. And I'm telling you from personal experience, they're gonna do everything to push you forward. I look good in this camera, bro. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna do everything they can to keep you on the right track. And once you get past Bravo 22, it's a smooth track because we got 42 days in the wake up hook.
Okay, so now that we've gotten through that, I want to talk about reception. So that was when we first came here. HHC, as you remember it being called. What was that like for you guys?
So, okay, I just want to burn them right now, all of them here, except for you. You came from 260th.
Yeah, I came from basic.
Okay, so me and him, we got lucky. We didn't have to go through reception because we had gone through our basic training on a holiday, and they sent us right over here right away. And when we got here, others had been through the reception process already, so they just started us. They fast-tracked us, and they pushed us and got us into classes really quick. So we got lucky. If that ever happens to you, if you ever go through a holiday here in the military, one that they actually celebrate, you might get lucky too, and you might go through it. But chances are, it's not going to happen.
Okay, your turn.
All right, so when we got here, we did come early. We were like 2 weeks early. So what they did, we were holdunders. The term holdunders, that's just a little term they have because we're not holdovers. We're not staying here extra. Well, extra after we graduate. We're understanding extra before. These 2 weeks, the first week you keep your phone and everything seems chill. You realize how complacent everybody is. You're going to see how other platoons act. You're not going to like it. You're going to be thinking, wow, this is crazy. It's totally different. But when it's a holiday, it's fun. Drill sergeants get hyped. Everybody gets hyped. It's real chill. Just don't screw anything up.
And don't be thinking that you can just do whatever you want later on. Like it's still going to be pretty relaxed here, but it's still going to have some rules that you have to follow.
I'm going to say me. I came a day after you guys because my flight got canceled because of the rain, which I'm glad my flight got canceled because of the rain because I heard y'all got smoked, and I'm glad I didn't get that.
Okay.
I didn't hear that too.
The reason we got smoked, and it wasn't really smoking, it was easy, was because people decided they wanted to laugh and the company commander saw us. So he told the senior drill sergeant, and the senior drill sergeant got us all outside. But it wasn't bad at all, if you ask me.
No.
But,
yeah, side note. Any smoking that you have here is nothing compared to
It's really
they're laughable.
Simple.
It goes to 10.
You get hyped.
yeah. If even
Don't spend your money on the vending machines. Save your money, okay? Another thing, when you go to the PX on your passes, okay, be smart. Don't spend your money just because you have it. It's dumb, okay? Buy yourself
that flash screen, that P4, that X1,
Nintendo Switch.
everything that I'm talking about that I'm really about to go buy. Don't do it.
Okay? Yeah, don't do it. But if, it's your money, do whatever you want. But you'd be better off getting home and having that money than spending it with doing that stuff.
You got better.
Wait, I wasn't finished with HSC. Okay, so with me, let me see. I got here day after y'all. So when I got out the airport shuttle, I'm sorry. When I got out the airport shuttle, I kind of stopped at HAC and I seen a bunch of drill sergeants and I was like, oh shit, it's real. The drill sergeants are here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh snap, it's real. The drill sergeants are here. And then they was kind of chill. They didn't even say nothing to me. But then I got to the company and we'll say about a week or two passed before we got into class, and then that's when everything got real. I will say that.
Oh, sorry.
Your turn.
Well, I got here, like I said, I got lucky because my graduation from basic was the day before the 4th of July, so I got to go home for 2 days before coming here. Got here, they tried to make it like basic, do a little shark attack, which was funny.
Agreed.
Yeah, get off the bus, do push-ups.
Like
but I actually almost passed out
a
because
basketball
court.
court. And I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, we got
I was dehydrated.
Honestly, it was really cool.
When we got here, the shark attack didn't happen for us. But when we got here, we were here for a couple weeks and finally got set in our platoons. We looked out the window. They were low crawling on the PT field. They were doing sprints. They had it way worse than we did.
4th of July.
No,
We're
talking about the Cobras.
Oh, really?
Oh, the Cobras.
No.
The Cobras.
We watched the Cobras go through their shark attack.
Papa Company.
Whiskey Company. We watched Papa Company, Whiskey Company, Alpha Company. We watched y'all go through y'all shark attack.
We didn't have to low crawl.
I don't know what
we
y'all
barely
did.
did push-ups. We only ran like a lap.
We're watching the Cobras.
Maybe.
The Cobras.
No, I remember because before they came with some of the whiskeys. Because remember, we had to go back and do some of the same in-process stuff with them again.
Yeah.
The day before
Priest was with us.
I don't know about that, but I just know I see some of them get it smoked, and it was the funniest thing ever because, like, you can see Drill Sergeant Anderson walk up to the bus and be like, "Get off the bus," and then this one chick had she had like a suitcase that was rolling, and they was like, "No, pick that up," and it was the funniest thing ever.
Okay, your turn.
Basically, being here, we're in the same spot. When you get here and you do get an HAC or reception, whatever you want to call it, you are gonna do a mile run. What is that? 2 mile?
Huh?
It was when we got here, the HAC reception, we had a little company run with a captain and there was a first sergeant. We went on a run. It was about 2 miles.
About 2 miles, yeah.
But it was fun, to be honest. You got to see the new cadences, see how the drill sergeants here hype you up. It was totally different from basic. It's fun doing.
They actually care about you.
A little bit. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. The first night we got here, we did the run with we did the run with Pop Company. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Now that I will say that shows me a different side of drill sergeant, because that one drill sergeant, he was like, why are you giving up on yourself? Why are you stopping? Why are you allowing yourself to quit? Now that kept me motivated, especially going over that bridge to ordnance.
Oh my god!
So from my experience, we got there like midnight, and we literally just got in, signed into our rooms, and then we went to sleep. That was literally it.
And we slept a long time too.
We did. And so HHC, it goes by really fast. I don't really remember much of it, but I will tell you, when we started moving on from HHC, it was kind of strange just because we weren't part of the company that we were moving into yet for a whole week, almost 2 weeks.
A week and a half. A week and a half.
A week and a half.
Hey, you guys really got here that early.
I arrived on the 28th. We didn't start until...
So, yeah.
We didn't start until the 10th.
July 10th.
So we spent a total of about
I got here
12 to 13 days.
Oh, by the way, it's horrible when you not get paid and you've been here for like 2 months.
Wait, you want to get paid for that?
I'm still not being. I haven't got
Talk
paid
to
yet.
your drill sergeants. They will.
And you have the audacity to still do PT? Fuck that.
No, y'all want to know? I was not in PT today. I didn't go to PT today. I'm gonna show y'all.
I like
you. When I legit came back.
Getting smoked.
When you do show up early though, and you're not a part of the company, you will be doing everything like a separate. You will be kind of as your own little new platoon. You'll be your own little company. So you won't do anything with the regular company, which is better because we saw them getting smoked and we were just standing watching them. It was awesome.
Another thing is like there's gonna be some similarities to basic training, which were like you're gonna have annoying people. You really are gonna have annoying people. You're gonna have to deal with it, and they're gonna be in other platoons. They're gonna get other people in trouble. They're gonna get you in trouble. You're gonna still have your troublemakers. Okay, they're still gonna be there. Stay positive. Stay up on your PT. Definitely stay up on your PT. Okay, it's not just you letting yourself go. Okay, these guys can definitely tell you that we do a lot of running here. You still do a lot of running. You can still get smoked like in basic training if you really are being stupid and acting up. On top of that, just like stick to good people around you. These guys are really good people to be around, and just don't do anything dumb. Just don't do anything dumb, really.
Okay, so to finalize everything that we just talked about, hold-unders are basically people who are not part of the company, but are they're getting ready to be integrated in. For that, basically it depends on when you arrive, how long it'll be. We were here for about a week and a half before we finally started being integrated and everything. And you will have non-permanent rooms that you'll have to move because it kind of sucks. But all in all, it's kind of relaxing. And so now we're going to just... What did you want?
One thing we did forget. Like the living situation. It's not like basic. You don't just live with people that you're training with.
It's not everybody in one room.
No, like you live with
there's 3 people to a room.
It's a dorm, basically.
No, what I'm trying to say is like we're integrated with the people that like have been here for like 8 weeks, 6 weeks. Like everybody's in the same fucking.
Yeah, it's not like everybody graduates at the same time. Like everybody graduates a week or 2 apart from each other, which is awesome because you get to know what's coming up before it comes up.
Every 2 weeks, there's gonna be a new platoon that comes in, and by the time you're on your 6th to 8th week, you're gonna be a senior platoon. You're not gonna know what happened to the time. It goes by quick.
Yeah, everything keeps moving, so there's no time to wait for you. Nobody's gonna wait for you, and by the saying that, it's like if you fail a test or something, like you have to do it right away, right that day. Or else, because you're not going to go and move with everybody. Everybody's continuously moving forward. It just doesn't stop.
Being in the 92 Alpha Ait, they're going to push you harder, but at the same time, it's more mental than mental. By me saying that is you got to think that you're going to get through it versus you thinking that you need to know the information. Because take it from me, I'd have slept through the whole Bravo block, which is like Bravo 7, Bravo 15, and Bravo 22, and I'd have passed all the exams with an 88 and a 90. So you could do it without even having to, stay awake. I mean, you might get a counseling if you're not slick. You're just, also being here, especially if you're in a golf company, they'll counsel you for everything. You don't have a shaver profile, you get counseled. You don't get a haircut when you go to the PX, you get counseled. You leave your cat card, you get counseled. You get counseled for getting a counseling.
That's so true. That's so true.
You get counseled for being late, even if it's a minute.
They do
everything. There is nothing you can't do to get counseled.
You can be 10 minutes early. In my platoon, if you 10 minutes early,
you get counseled.
Actually, if you anything less than 10 minutes anything less than 10 minutes early, you get a counseling.
Even if it's 9 minutes.
So the formation could be at 07:30. You could come out at 07:25. You get a counseling.
Half the platoon was counseling. Anyway, so we got to move on. In processing, I'm just gonna skip over it. It was pretty short. We just
real quick.
Yeah, it wasn't like basic
A lot
in
of hurry
processing.
up and wait, but it was pretty quick waiting this time. It wasn't reception at basic training all over.
Actually, they got in process faster than us because they got here later. We just had a whole bunch of waiting around because we didn't have nothing to do, and they didn't want to leave us in here.
So now we're talking about. So now we're going to move on to integrating with the company. So it went from us not being able to speak to the other platoons to now we're the new platoon. We're learning about what we're supposed to do, and there were 90 of us, and a total we split into 2 different platoons. One has 60 and one has 30.
It was 98.
Well, yeah,
It
got pushed over, but we're just gonna forget those because
they're not here.
So we have 2 sabers right here, and they're
Spartans.
Spartans. Anyway,
2 Spartans, 4 sabers.
Sabers made up the platoon of 30. Spartans were the platoon of 60.
Spartans lead the way, okay?
Spartans do not.
Sabers.
They were not leading the way. They're always in trouble.
They are.
30 of them have been counseled in one day.
Y'all know who hasn't got a counselor? Me. But because I can't be squad leader, PG, I can't even sit in the front of the formation because I done fucked up my. I messed up my reputation by being around the wrong people. Just about everybody in my platoon got counseled but me, and I always find a way to get out of my counselors. Like, I have not got a counselor for nothing. I'm never late. I left my cat card. Still haven't got a counseling. Okay, I'm late, but I'm slick about it. They done walked in on me with my phone. Still haven't got a counseling. I just can't be a leader because I mess up my reputation. And take it from me, you being around the wrong person for the first day will mess you up. And I don't even talk to people that I used to be around no more. And I'm still paying for it.
Okay, so now we're on to classes. And we can start out we'll start with the sabers first just because we're in a different training environment. So there are 2 different places that you go to classes for when you first start out, depending on how many people came in. So there's the trailers and the ALU, which is the Army Logistics University. Yep. And so the trailers are literally just a group of long buildings that are considered trailers.
They were literally trailers.
They're secluded from any of the other areas for teaching, but they're not too far from golf company. So honestly, we liked it there.
We loved it.
Air conditioning, vending machines. We were isolated, so we didn't have all these officers running around, in which you'll hear about from Spartans about what it's like.
Our DFAC every day.
We ate at our own DFAC, which
will explain why we like our own DFAC better.
And I'll explain about the other one because I got some stories about that one.
And so eventually we had to move over to the ALU because the senior platoon finally graduated, so there was room for us. Although we didn't want to go.
The trailers were way better than ALU.
We're going to leave it up to the Spartans to explain what the ALU is like. And then we'll go into detail about what the tests are like, the classes, and that kind of thing. So you guys get to explain the ALU.
Okay, so look, the first day in ALU, they're going to give you a briefing that the building is not ours, that they're letting us borrow the building because the building is our original building is under renovations, and that what else they say? We don't have a break room there, but we have a break room at the warehouse. The break room is at the back of the class. If you do something in the hallway, you got to do this, that, and the third. Because there's a bunch of officers walking around. You got to walk on the right side. You can't talk in the hallway. It's basically like you're in school. And you're thinking like, how bad can this be? Okay, you think it's not bad because you don't see the officers, but you wait till you gotta walk to the latrine. And you walk into the latrine, you walk into the latrine, it's like it's a general, a lieutenant colonel, a colonel. They walking out the bathroom while you walking in the bathroom.
No lie, you're telling the truth.
Then you got the sergeant major right there, the staff sergeant,
2 captains.
Then you go back outside, you got a warrant officer, an officer from a different country. You got Nigerian military out here. They just walking past you like it's nothing. Like everybody walking past you, you think that you in Washington D.C.
Pentagon, man.
That's how crazy
to expect when you walk in that bathroom. I remember walking in. There was a warrant officer. There was a 2-star general up there. There was a captain. There was a commander. Like you don't know what to expect anymore.
And you see just about the same faces all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then the vending machines, they clear out quick. when I mean quick,
You better be
they're
the first ones there.
gonna fill up the vending machines, and by the end of the day, there's gonna be nothing in that vending machine, and it takes about a day or two to fill it up. And then the gut truck, you gotta be outside for the gut truck as soon as it gets there.
Yep.
What is the gut truck? They don't know.
Wait, this is reminder. This is for Fort Lee. Okay, we get a gut truck at Fort Lee.
At 92 Alpha School.
Alright,
That's
the
what-
gut truck. What the gut truck is, it's like a vending. It's like a vendor. He comes, he brings his truck. It has snacks on one side. On the back of the truck, there's like burgers, stuff like. Do not get those burgers. Do not get those hot wings.
Get the hot wings. Get the hot wings.
Half the time
Hot
you get
wings.
food poisoning from that stuff, though. So you gotta watch out.
Hot wings is hidden.
Hot wings is good. Yeah, hot wings
Oh,
are good.
and the steak
Boys,
burrito. The steak burrito is also good.
Just be careful, because as soon as you see that gut truck, you're gonna be flying through your money. It's
And the
gonna keep
Red
going
Bulls.
It's a
Okay,
ripoff.
you have to get the Red Bulls or they're gone quicker
The
than
hot
you
wings-
say
How
that.
much is the ripoff?
Okay.
Today I got a lot of shit.
No, the hot wings is like $5. The steak burrito, the steak burrito is like $6. The candy bars that you get at the store for $1 is $2. You get a Gatorade for $3. You get a bag of Takis for like $5. It's a ripoff.
$5.
But everybody's
Yeah,
spending money, so
$5.
he's making a killing. So he might give you $1 off. If you spend $20, he might.
But
give you
if you're a female, he will give you free things sometimes. The females have
Facts.
given a lot of free things.
Facts.
I mean, I haven't called EO on
EO.
Wait. There's one thing that I did want to talk about, which was the teaching in the schools. Okay,
Well,
okay.
that's for a little bit later.
Okay.
So
Later.
Control F.
okay, so that's
Control
basically
it.
the overview of both the trailers and the ALU. Now we're going to move on to what classes are like, the teachings, and the tests. So we're going to start out with the rooms themselves. The rooms are normally comprised of computers and rows of desks lined up with chairs. There's normally 2 computers to each desk, and there's going to be like 3 or 4 desks in each row. Probably like 4, I think. And so what you're going to do is you're going to have a class leader and an assistant class leader, and they are basically the PGs for the class. And they can be picked out at random or voted upon. It just kind of depends on your teacher, or well, instructor as they're called. And your instructor can be both civilian or military. It doesn't, it just kind of depends on who you're assigned. So now we're going to move on to what the teaching is like in the classes. You said you wanted to say something?
This is pretty short. Control at the end.
Well, besides the fact, there's a lot of information you go through. A lot. It's not a little bit. Especially when you get to a certain block called Bravo block.
You can't control F it.
No. And there's a lot. There's a shit ton of slides. There's a lot of slides. Excuse my language, okay?
Warning, not family-friendly video.
One of them has
It was going to be.
177 sites, and it's mainly
No joke. And they're filled with paragraphs and
And it's the
slides
same
and
thing
pictures.
over and over again. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's the same thing over again because I remember having to read this one time, and Mason, I think you read it too. It was like
maintenance parts.
it was like he all you hear is Mason saying blah 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 maintenance parts, blah 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 maintenance parts, and then step 2, blah 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 maintenance part, blah 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 maintenance part for like 8 steps straight. It is the same thing over and over again.
For those of you that are used to being taught, so everybody's taught differently, everybody learns differently, right? For those of you that are able to just learn by just reading, just whatever, it's going to be easy for you. For you that are expecting to hear a certain point being said strongly, so that you know that means something important, get ready. It's not going to be like that. Okay, you're going to have to figure it out yourself. And so just know that it's going to be a different way of teaching. There's different teachers. Like they said, there's going to be civilians and then regular people, or U.S. Army military personnel.
This man is going to speak now because he hasn't spoken.
We're talking about classes, the teachings?
Yes.
I pass every test, and all I do in class is read.
Show off. Okay, so basically,
all right, hold up. When it comes to teaching, there's certain teachers that can explain certain things. They are not going to explain everything. They're just going to be reading through the slides. You might as well read it yourself because it is not teaching.
True.
You got Sergeant Riley. He gonna say
Soldiers.
He said,
Soldier, I need to learn your
counted-
name, Soldier.
No, we counted yesterday. We counted, what was it, 1,122 times he said soldier in one day, and we was only in there for a half a day. And
Nature of the
this
beast,
is his
soldier.
legit sentence. You ready? This is his legit sentence. Soldier, what are you doing, soldier? Soldier, why are you doing it, soldier? Soldier, pay attention, soldier. It's not that difficult, soldier. Soldier, just listen to me, soldier. Once you get down the field, soldier, I'm telling you, soldier, you gotta listen to me, soldier. That's his legit sentence.
he's going to be on the fucking field with us.
Damn it! I remember the first day that we met him. He goes, soldiers, I gotta need to know your name, soldiers. Soldiers, I'm tired of saying soldiers, soldiers. The whole time. He learned our names and still said soldiers out there every day.
That's about.
Stand up for Red Red, Soldier Snyder. Read this for me, soldier.
When I asked him, are we soldiers? And he says, no.
Not yet, soldiers.
Not yet, soldiers.
He will say your name and soldier at the same time. He will use soldier so many different ways that you think soldier is a different word. He uses soldier so much that sometimes you forget that he's even saying it.
Me too. You just block it out. At first, it is annoying. You don't want to hear nothing. All you hear is soldiers. Everything he says is soldiers. He can be teaching a whole class. All you know is that he says soldiers.
Soldier, all you gotta do is control F transactions. Soldier. All you gotta do is this, soldier. Soldier, it's not that hard. Soldier.
All I heard him say was soldier.
Okay.
I hate when he teach because I can't. I don't get nothing. I just go to sleep because all I'm hearing is soldier. 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 All right, soldier. A count put some soldier. Soldier.
So now I want everybody to give one suggestion of what to do in order to help prepare yourself for tests.
Don't stress on it. It's really not difficult. Everything, the answers are on the test. The answers are right in front of you. The answers to the test are right in front of you. Control F the first one. When you get the blah, 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 there's no need to write notes because you ain't going to use them. You ain't even going to remember what they are.
It's true.
One PowerPoint is 177 sides. You still got 10 more to go. Yep. You are not remembering anything you write down, so don't take notes. Just stay awake.
Take your time. I'm not going to say stay awake. Hell no. Take your time. You're given 3 hours for 50 questions. That is 3 minutes a question if you use it wisely. And some of them you're going to remember because it's mainly the same things over and over again. So you can skip those questions in like 10 seconds, which gives you more time for other questions. And all you got to do, truthfully, is go through the slides. If you got to, go through the slides. I go through the slides. That's how I pass. I'm not going to lie. I'll go all the way to the beginning of the slide, even though I done read it like 80 times in that same 3 hours, and go through all of it just to find the answer. Trust me, it works.
If you feel like you're stuck on the question, just skip over it. You'll come back to it. By the time you finish all the other questions, you're going to look up. You're going to see you still have like 2 hours, an hour, 30 minutes to go back over those 10 that you skipped over. So do not stay on a question too long. If
you stay on it too long, when you look up, you're going to have 5 minutes left, and they're going to be like, okay, get ready because you're retesting and you're going to get an MRE. You're not going to eat the nasty defect food. I think the MREs are better anyway.
That's fact.
Ask questions. Ask questions. Raise your hand. Don't be afraid and don't be scared and don't be embarrassed, okay? Literally, ask all the questions you can, especially when you're doing your PEs or when you're doing the slides, okay?
Everybody but Sergeant Raleigh going to help you.
Just do it.
Sergeant Raleigh just going to say,
soldier,
it's right here, soldier. It's right there, soldier.
It's so true, though. I realized that today when I had a retest today, and I had Sergeant Riley help me out, and I asked him questions, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, he comes over, and he's like, soldier, you got to read it, soldier. Read it. I'm like, well, that's why I'm raising my hand, because I read it 3 times, and I don't understand it.
Read it again, soldier. He legit walked up to my battle buddy during the test, and my battle buddy was like, sorry, I can't understand it. I'm not sure if it's the question, the way they worded it, because the way they worded the questions are the grammar is like a 5-year-old did it. So you gotta put it in your own mind. You got to interpret it a different way just to get the answer. So he walks over to my battle buddy, and he says, soldier, it's not this hard. You just thinking about it too much, soldier. It's right here. I'm not going to give you the answer, soldier. And he walks away, sits down, gets back up after my battle buddy finds the answer, gets back up, walks to him, says, you found the answer, soldier? Go back and show me where you found the answer, soldier. I told you it wasn't that hard, soldier. After my battle buddy spent 5 more extra minutes to find it.
Okay.
Yep. For me, the hard part, the tests aren't hard. The hardest part for me is being patient enough to do the fucking questions. Like it's 50 questions. I get patient.
Hey man, damn.
So I say drink energy. I drink energy drink before every test to get me hyped and to get my brain wired to actually focus.
Chew gum.
Drink Red Bulls.
Eat
all of them.
If you can go to sleep the night before,
get a stash in your wall locker with straight gummy worms, gut chuck food, chips, Gatorade. Stack it up in your wall locker because trust me, you're gonna get hungry.
And then just wait to get caught up too. If you can't hide it, wait to get caught up.
Oh, because they will once everybody mess up, because it was one day everybody messed up at the same time. I'm talking they messing up at the warehouse, pulling out their phone. People that's not supposed to have their phone in our platoon. inopportune gonna pull out their phone on the CQ and get caught on it and got their phone taken. And then on top of that, you got females that's on black pads smoking in the barracks, and then you have people getting caught with their vapes, with their you're not supposed to have stuff like that here. Ordinance lets you have it if you're a 91 proper, but not here. Basically, if everything starts to go down drain, learn how to hide it. Your phone, put it in the mattress. It's possible. Snacks, put it in your bags. They're not gonna look in your bags. And if somebody go AWOL, they searching everything because somebody just went AWOL.
They're gonna make excuses that they hide it under the bed, and you can clearly just look and see just going under the bed.
Lies.
They gonna say people in your wall lockers, they in your showers. They're just hiding. Are you hiding your battle book? Nah, they're AWOL.
Your turn.
All right. So for the test, seriously, don't stress over it. Just pay attention to the PEs. Those are actually helpful. Those are actually really helpful. Quite.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Like when you're taking a test, you're gonna be like, "Hey, this was in the PE," and then you're just gonna knock that down, and then you have plenty more time for the other questions that are gonna be more challenging.
I don't know.
No one asked
You don't either.
Okay, my turn. My only suggestion is
pass.
Just don't stress. They hype it up way harder than it really is.
I'm trying to give a suggestion. If you don't give a suggestion,
I'm just saying.
Hurry.
damn.
Let them know.
Control that. Anyway, so we gotta end this because it is coming up on Lights Out. I want to go ahead and say thank
Lights
you.
out until 21:30.
It is.
It is.
Lights out. They've been pushed it back. Remember when the commander was talking to us the other day, and everybody was bringing up the situations like, "Well, why don't we get more personal time? And why don't this? And why don't that?" And they kind of messed it up. They kind of messed it up for us being able to sit in here all day. That's what we do.
It's not anymore though.
You can censor it out.
But it's 21:30.
Anyway, okay.
I love you guys. Y'all follow me on Instagram at YoungBoyFromBK. That's why you with GBORFRMBK. I'll say it slower next time we do this.
Go ahead and introduce all of your guys' social media. I want you to stay so we can finish up with an outro.
He didn't come back.
Take a shot.
Okay.
You can follow me on Instagram at Sty1. That's STIEE1 _. And you're gonna see me with hair, so don't be surprised. Follow me, US Soldier.
Well, I'm not gonna give you mine yet because it's too long, so I'll probably drop it underneath or something like that. Maybe edit it to have it in there because it's way too long. But y'all get that, don't worry.
This Corrado.
Mine is short and simple. It's just Rally9 the end. Next.
On what?
Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram.
And you?
I am Dremotional. That is dramatic plus emotional. Dremotional.
Okay. And of course, there's a subscribe button down below. Be sure to click it. And
subscribe.
Oh yeah, one more
What it
time.
means.
My Instagram is YoungBoyFromBK. That's YUNGBOIFRMBK.
But please go and subscribe and follow my buddy here. This is his channel.
This vlog is going to be updated about once every week to give you an update on how classes are going, what's going on, FTX, whatever's coming up. Okay? So I want you guys to return if you guys like to. And, of course, subscribe, hit the like button, do whatever the hell
Please
you want.
comment below if you have anything you need us to answer.
Questions, we will answer them. We will have a Q&A session. So this is Team Reality Kills. And,
DM me.
Of course, we can't wait to see you again. And I guess this is it.
42 days in a wake up.
92 Alpha, here we go. Out.